Hey everyone, this is Travis from Winsmith Games. So we received our pre-production copy of Glimmerdeep, and I'm going to walk you through. It's not a true unboxing. It's more of a reboxing after we've reviewed all the components, but I wanted to show you a close to final version of the game, and then I'll talk through some of the changes that we're going to make. So the first thing is the outside of the box. The box looks really good. There's some spot UV lighting. You probably can't see it on the camera, but it looks really good on the shelf. So the front of the box looks really nice. When you open it up, you'll see the rule book and the solo campaign. So both of these are going to be in two separate little books. That way you can make copies of the solo campaign if you'd like. There is the scoring track, which is double-sided. So if you want to set it next to your board this way, you can, or if you want to set it on top of a board this way, you can as well. So it's double-sided. These are the player aids. There are 4 player aids that come with it. And this, we've heard a lot of people say you can actually teach the entire game straight from these. So these have been a really big hit with playtesters. This is the market board. So this shows you the workshops and the forges, and this is where you put all your cards. So it's just a single-sided board, but this is where you'll also track the rounds, and this is made of a thick cardboard. Then we have all of the dry erase boards. So there are going to be 8 sheets with maps that come in the game. One map for each player. So there's Snowy Summit, which not everyone has seen at this point. On the back, there is an underground forest. And again, these are all dry erase. Bioluminescent, which is one of the maps that we used in our demo copies. So if you've played the game, you've probably played on this map. The trade routes, which is another really cool map where you're trying to get to individual market stalls that will actually kind of act as additional workshops for you. So that's great. So each player is going to take one of these. You're going to pick a map, and there's 4 of them in the game. Then these are the faction boards. So we have 1 for each faction. So each player is going to pick their faction, and that's what they'll play for that game. Let's see. Let me find the example here. We also decided on the back to put all of the faction-specific rules and traits. So since it's dry erase and you're not placing any components on this board, you can just turn it over at any time and look at all the rules and all the FAQs. So hopefully this does a great job of answering any questions you have on the fly. But if not, it's also in the rule book. So there are 8 of these, 1 for each faction. Then we get to the actual physical components of the game. So there are half-size cards. These are the forges, which are your 3x2s. So there's 35 of those. There are then the workshops. There's also 35 workshops. And those are your 2x2s that you're going to be drawing on the board. Each player will get their own excavation deck. So there are 16 cards here. You'll just pick one. The color doesn't matter. You'll just pick one for each player. And this is what you'll use throughout the game to excavate on your board. So there's 4 different decks here with 4 different kind of patterns on it. There's also the solo market deck, which helps you run the solo mode. If you want to just play a single solo game, you can use these solo market cards, and they'll basically tell you at the end of each round which set of cards in the market to remove and refresh. So that keeps the market moving all the time. There are 6 dry erase markers that will come with the game. We added a few extra just because dry erase markers can dry out quickly. Here are the victory point tokens. These are also made of cardboard in the base game. There are 10 of these. So when you reach 50 points, you'll grab one that says 50. And then when you get to 100 points, you'll flip it over and it'll be 100 points. And there's a bunch of these within the game. Then we come to the resources, which are wood. So these cubes represent iron in the game, which is the most abundant resource. Then the gold, which is shaped like little gold bars. This is the second rarest resource in the game. And then the gems, again, these are all made of wood, and that's just in a nice little gem shape. And these are the most rare resource in the game. And then for your scoring pieces, there's going to be 1 for each faction with a screen print. So if you choose the Guild Tales, you'll pick this one, and then you'll use it on the victory point tracker. We also have the first player token, which is this little lantern, and the round tracker, which is this timekeeping piece. Basically, it's an armillary sphere, but this is the piece for that. And then the game also comes with an insert as well. So one thing we actually want to change about the insert is way too high versus the board. So it was creating some lid lift. So we're going to be having that reduced a little bit. One special thing we did, which again, I don't have the cardboard pieces to put together for you, but I can show you, are every Kickstarter backer gets these little resource trays that you put together and can hold all the resources. The one thing we noticed about these is that they were way too big, and they also didn't fit in the box. We wanted to make sure they fit side by side in the box. So these are going to be reduced down probably to about here, and they're going to be shortened just a little bit. So you'll be able to fit all three side by side with your resource bags for each resource into the little carts, and you can use those if you wish. If you don't want to, or you're just buying the base game, you can put the resources here in these little stalls. Also, all of our Kickstarter backers will be getting this special promo pack. So I wanted to show this off too. So this is a little paper flow pack, but when you open it, when you get your pledge, you'll see these cards, and these foil cards look really good. So there are 6 workshops and 6 forges. Let's see if I can get it on camera. But you can see how it kind of glows in the camera. So these look really good. We had a little bit of changes to the coloring here because they were a little dark, but they look really solid, and so they'll shuffle well, and they'll look really good when you draw them in the game. So that's for all of our Kickstarter. That's a Kickstarter exclusive. That will not be offered outside of Kickstarter campaigns. So there's that. And then I wanted to talk through the upgrade kits. So if you ordered the upgrade kit, you will be getting some premium metal components, as well as some acrylic victory markers and some unique shaped faction meeples. So first I will show you the metal cubes. The video won't do it justice, but these are metal cubes. There might be some slight changes to these. We're working with the manufacturer. So these will be the metal components. My favorite resource are the shiny metal gold bars. These look just like real gold bars. So really excited to play these on the table. And then here are some of the acrylic gems. These are your gems you've probably seen in other games. These are made of acrylic. So these are what you'll be using to track your gems. We also have the acrylic victory point tokens. So these were made clear, and they're nice and firm, and they're again made of acrylic with a nice white background on them. So these look really slick in place of the cardboard. So if you order the upgrade kit, you'll get those, all the acrylic markers, all the metal components, and you'll also get the individual faction meeples. So these will replace your wooden discs, and these meeples will go on the board, but they're all in the shape of each of the unique individual characters. So there's a set of 8 in here in the upgrade kit as well. And finally, one of my favorite components, if you order the neoprene mat, there's a neoprene mat that will replace the market board. So this will, again, replace the market board. You can put the cards on here. The nice thing about it is that it helps with sliding. When you have cards on cardboard, sometimes the cards can slide. This gives a nice grip feel on it. And it's really small. So you can see it fits in the box. So all of the components with the upgrade kit will fit inside the box. And I think that is it for all the components. Really interested to hear your feedback. Again, we'll be making a few changes to these, but this is what you're going to be getting when you get the game. Can't wait for you guys to get it. Thanks.